welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It is Saturday, the 28th of September 2013, and I usually don't do anything on Saturday like this, but it's a special edition, I guess, so you're lucky. And yes, I was listening to Peter Frampton right now. Very random. I don't usually listen to him, but I saw someone was listening to him on my Spotify. Anyway, I'm really distracted today, I guess, but who isn't these days, right? I got an article here in front of me from WND.com under the column commentary. This is by Joseph Farah. Excuse me. While I adjust my video camera. Someone told me how many times am I going to make these videos and not figure out how to turn it on its side? I think I have done that, but it didn't turn. My video came out sideways. You can probably see it in one of my... I got one video, I think, it's very old now, that it's sideways, so. Sorry, I don't have better equipment. I'm not, sometimes when I listen to podcasts or whatever, I usually don't even watch the video, I just do whatever else I do and I listen to it in the background. Anyways, science is giving itself a bad name. Exclusive Joseph Farah wonders what happened to the evidential methodology of old. So, I just read one of those typical science stories you see virtually every day. This one, like they all do, cited a new study and new research. The report had good news for us all. Earth could continue to host life for at least another 1.75 billion years, as long as nuclear holocaust, an errant asteroid, or some other disaster doesn't intervene. It got me to thinking, though, what about global warming? I thought the scientists had said that was going to be the death of us all in the relative short term. So I checked to see the source of this new study. You won't believe it, it's from Andrew Rushby of the University of East Anglia in the United Kingdom. The University of East Anglia, of course, was the school that recognized catastrophic global climate change was a hoax, but covered up the email discussions between researchers who didn't want to lose their government grants to keep the hysteria at a fever pitch. It's always that, isn't it? We will never admit we're wrong about anything because we hold positions of, notability or notoriety in our communities. Like, I have a white lab coat and glasses and I am a scientist. So I can never admit when I'm wrong. When I see stuff like this, it leads to the question, do I care what scientists say anymore? Do I even believe in science? Well, the answer to the last question is an emphatic yes. I do. I believe in science. At least the traditional definition of science. What is the definition of science? It's worth reviewing. A branch of knowledge or study dealing with a body of facts or truths systematically arranged and showing the operation of general laws, that mathematical sciences. Systematic knowledge of the physical or material world gained through observation and experimentation. Any of the branches of natural or physical science, a systematized knowledge in general, knowledge as of facts or principles, knowledge gained by systematic study. I like those definitions, do you? I particularly like the second. I think it gets right to heart of the scientific method. I'm a little stumbling over my words. I know that could be annoying. I myself do not like to listen to people who stumble over the words. What is the scientific method? Here's what the Oxford English Dictionary says. A method of procedure that has characterized natural science since the 17th century, consisting in systematic observation, measurement, and experiment, and the formulation, testing, and modification of hypotheses. I like that too. Tell me something. How did these researchers at East Anglia University determine the world has at least 1.75 billion years left? Did they use scientific methodology? Did they consider all the possibilities, including how much longer the sun will continue to shine? Does any scientist or team of scientists have the capability of considering all the possibilities? I think not. Furthermore, the particular scientist behind this study makes some pretty amazing pronouncements that go well beyond the ability to observe and experiment, like evolution, my friend. Evolution is unobservable and you cannot experiment with it. Like if I breed two dogs and expect to get a cat, it's never going to happen. For instance, he states categorically that life first appeared on Earth nearly 4 billion years ago. And these guys call themselves scientists. Did he see it? Did he observe it? What evidence does he have for that statement? He continues with more sweeping suppositions. We had insects 400 million years ago, dinosaurs 300 million years ago, and flowering plants 130 million years ago. Anatomically, modern humans have only been around for the last 200,000 years, he says. So you can see it takes a really long time for intelligent life to develop. I know you hear this kind of thing from scientists all the time. But is it really science? Is there any evidence whatsoever to support these statements? If so, I would like to see it. I've searched and can't find any. And this is Joseph Farah speaking, not me. But I can agree wholeheartedly that there is no evidence for evolution, yet it is taught in public schools. It is taught to you in the History Channel and Discovery Channel. It's like a religion, in my opinion. It's a religion. You are following something by faith. You cannot observe it. You cannot show proof of it. So you are following this theory that is a very poor theory, by the way, by blind faith. So where's the observation? Where's the testing of the hypothesis? Where's the scientific method we've been using since the 17th century? It's simply not there. This kind of guesswork and wishful thinking based on what most scientists have been taught uncritically and unquestioned by other men is, let's face it, nothing more than a new religion. It's accepted by faith. It's certainly not science. Maybe it would be better classified as science fiction. But this is what we get day after day from the scientists. And it's all dutifully recorded and published by journalists and media people who also report it without question. There's a lot of money in it, if you know what I mean. So it's worth following, I guess, if you live by human standards and the world standards. Do you get the feeling there's an agenda at work here that goes well beyond science? Do you believe what you hear and read in these daily science stories that contain no science whatsoever? If the scientific community isn't careful, its reputation will soon be lower than the reputation of the media that reports their findings. And that's saying something. Yeah, the mainstream media that reports the news nowadays is so discredited and so disdained in our day that nobody watches it anymore. People are canceling their cable subscriptions left and right. The internet is the new go-to now, you guys. Instead of working our schedule around these programs on television, why don't we schedule our time around the Word of God? And then we can go to the internet and then find out what we want to know of the day. I think a lot of the usage of our technology these days is used in a very irresponsible way. We tend to go toward all of the stupid crap on the internet to entertain us rather than go to the internet to look for, stuff that people wrote or, just something that's going to put something in your mind, man, make you grow a little bit. You don't ever look for that. You just look for all the stupid mind-dribbling garbage that's brainwashing you every day. And is there an agenda behind evolution? Absolutely. Let's dehumanize Christians so that when we put them in FEMA camps and kill them all, it will be justified. They are hateful. They are this and that. All the old tired out arguments that atheists have against Christians is the regurgitation of the day. Christians cause division. Christians are hateful. Christian this, Christian that. It's absolutely, I guess you could call us, we don't cause division, but we certainly follow a code of life that we do not bend on it. Like the humanists, there is no absolute truth, therefore there is no belief system. But with us there is absolute truth, and we model our lives around building our lives on the foundation that is the rock, who is Jesus Christ. He taught us how to live our lives well. He is the answer to all the problems in the world, but nobody wants to go to him because it's a religion. It seems like something that it's only made to put money in the pockets of people, or there's something that grows in your heart that wants to make you think these evil, dark things. But it's a normal thing, man. All of us have that. We all sometimes assume and erroneously think that we know someone's intentions because we fill our own hearts with darkness, and that's the reason why we never give people a chance. Because we assume they're all full of, and we don't want to give them a chance. But it's the imagination of the heart, and only who knows it, right? Just like how God explains it. So, yes, science nowadays is like a religion. You have to be very careful who you listen to. Don't go to the Discovery Channel for God's sake. No, don't do that. They teach you about billions and billions and billions of years ago, and who knows if that's true. I don't believe it because I believe the Bible is the infallible word of God, and that He tells you about it. You get space, time, and matter all in the same verse, the very first verse of the Bible. In the beginning, there's time, there was. God created heaven and earth. There you got space and matter. Time, space, and matter all came into existence all at once. There's an answer for everything in the Bible, just people don't go to it. They rather go to other people who have scientific credentials to get answers for things. But anyways, I'm going off, and I could go off into a million subjects right now, but I'd rather not, and leave you guys to your own thoughts. If you guys have any comments, I really would like you guys to post them. Other than that, God bless you. Have a good day.